All right, guys, let's get some NBA picks and props for Thursday, February 1st slate of games. Trey, let's check out our leaderboard from the game side picks. How have you started us off?
Yeah, guys, I went 1-0 back-to-back days. I guess not back-to-back days, but back-to-back matchups for the Pistons backing them, and they cashed for us again. I took the Pistons plus 12.5 versus the Cavs, and they covered for the Cavs. That's because they only lost this game by 7 points. They've been playing some feisty basketball here recently. They're going to be bad this year. They're going to be bad next year. But in 2025, 2026 season, you better watch out.
Yeah, I would really love to put that 7-0 up on the last 7, but I'm going to take a loss tonight. I'm 0-1. I gave out the Kings on the money line. The Heat, they finally showed up. Heat culture is back. The Heat took it. They won on their home court, and they kept the Kings under 100 points. So a very good performance by the Heat tonight. 0-1 day for myself. Trey, let's go to the player props leaderboard. Have you started us off there?
Yeah, guys, I'm actually 0-1 now. I gave out Tyler Hero over 18.5 points versus the Kings. That game legitimately just ended a couple minutes ago, and he only scored 14 points. Jimmy Butler scored 30+. I did not see that one come in with Harrison Barnes probably guarding him there, but Tyler Hero, he did not show up for us.
I really think it was, I've lost 8 straight games. It's time for me to beat Jimmy Butler, so I think that's what it was. I'm 0-0. I gave out Paul George to go over 2.5 threes. He was a healthy scratch right before the tip-off. They didn't need him. They killed the Wizards. So 0-0 day for myself. Trey, now let's go to the graphic for the game picks that we did before our picks. And everybody's 0-0 because we currently have the Rockets, both of us, plus 3.5 going right now. We also have the Nets plus 3.5 going right now, both at home, both going into the third quarter. Both games are pretty tight right now, so hopefully we can both go 2-0 on the day. Trey, let's go to the graphic for the game pick for tomorrow for everybody that can watch on ESPN or ABC. It's a great game, and it's got your Lakers in it. The Boston Celtics going up against the Lakers. Boston minus 10.5 in this game on the road, over under 240.5. Who do you like? I'm sorry, I misspoke. Boston's at home in this game.
Yes, this game's going to be very interesting to watch. The Lakers, they are kind of running down the hill as I guess they're probably climbing up the hill as the Celtics are running down the hill. It's not looking very good for my Lakers this season, but it's time for them to turn it around. But I don't think it's going to happen in this game, guys. We have to take Boston here. This is coming from a Lakers fan. Take Boston minus 10.5. Tatum historically has really owned LeBron James, and I think that's going to continue here in this game because the Celtics, they got better this season. As the Lakers, it looks like they've kind of gone stagnant or maybe even gotten worse. Drew Holiday, Kristaps Porzingis for the Celtics, those two additions have taken what was already a dominant team to maybe a beginning of a dynasty, honestly, because I think that they're going to be really good for a very long time. And this season, I think that they're going to be my favorite to win the championship. So my Lakers are unfortunately going to catch the L here, probably by a big number. So give me the Celtics minus 10.5.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said, and that's why I'm going to take the Lakers plus 10.5. This is the first game on TNT. And I have to take the Lakers plus 10.5. I feel like it's way too many points. I agree with everything you said. I think Boston's a better team. I think they're going to dominate in this game. But giving LeBron James 10.5 points on a nationally televised game with Anthony Davis and LeBron James healthy both in the lineup, I'm going to take the 10.5 points. No real reason behind it. Boston against the spread, they've lost the last 3 games. So maybe that's a little something I can hang my hat on. But I'm going to take the Lakers with the points. We're going to go separate.
I will say this. LeBron James tweeted out the hourglass emoji. Maybe that means time's running out. I could see LeBron's – I I love the guy, but he's this petty to absolutely get blown out by the Celtics to try to get Darvin Ham fired.
I thought he liked Darvin Ham.
I think the team hates Darvin Ham this year. They are not liking him. Because all he does – Bear, what is the one thing that you know about Darvin Ham? What's the one thing that you see him do all the time during a game?
I have no idea.
He puts his hands in his fucking pockets. That's all he fucking does. He just sits on the sidelines with his hands in his pockets, watching the game with no emotion. And I'm tired of it. Get him out.
Would you rather him clap like Jason Garrett or keep his hands in his pocket?
I'd rather him be a motivator. Like, come on, do something.
All right, well, I'm going to take the Lakers with the points on TNT with LeBron James. I don't think they get embarrassed. All right, let's go to our game picks for the day. I'll have you start us off.
Yeah, guys, I'm going to be taking another great game. Give me the Indiana Pacers going up against the New York Knicks here. And this is going to be a very entertaining game to watch. We're going to see a clash of styles here in this game. The Pacers, they love to pour on the points. That's how they win their games. They score the most points per game in the NBA this season. The Knicks, we all know it. They win their games by locking down on the defensive end, winning in the trenches. New York, so far this season, has allowed the second fewest points per game. So, like I said, it's a clash of styles, but the Knicks, they have a laundry list of injuries at the moment, and I expect the Pacers to turn it up here in this game. Give me the Pacers plus 4.5. It was at 3.5 earlier, so I love that it even got an extra point, so I'll buy a point in the other way too, because Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson, they're already ruled out for this game. OG Anunoby, Quentin Grimes, and Evan Fournier are all questionable. If OG sits out in this game, that's going to be a huge impact on the defensive end. That guy is a absolute stud, and I assumed that they were going to throw him at Tyrese Halliburton in this game. And Tyrese Halliburton, he came back in the Pacers' last game, only played 22 minutes, still finished with a 13-10 stat line. And he came out and said today he is expecting to play in this game at New York, Madison Square Garden. Halliburton's not going to sit out in this one. And whenever we factor in the Pacers, they have a deadly lineup of Halliburton, Hield, Siakam, whoever they throw in at the power forward, and Miles Turner. That is a very scary lineup. And Jalen Brunson, in my opinion, can only do so much. The Pacers, they can pour on the points, maybe even against the Knicks' stifling defense. And I think Jalen Brunson's going to have to have a Devin Booker game here to give the Knicks a win, which is possible. But I'm going to take the Pacers here, guys. Give me the Pacers plus 4.5 versus the Knicks.
Yeah, Trey, you know how I feel about the Knicks, but I do think it's a good spot here for the Pacers to back the Pacers with the points. For my play today, we're going to be looking at the second half of the TNT game. It's going to be the 76ers going on the road to face off against the Jazz. I'm going to take the Jazz -4 on their home floor against the 76ers. I think people might be surprised about that play. Getting the 76ers here with +4 sounds really good. And with Tyrese Maxey potentially back in that lineup. But the Jazz, they actually impressed me in the last game in the loss. They lost to the New York Knicks by 15 points. But they put up 103 points, and it was a fairly tight game through 3 quarters. I think they have a couple ball players on this team who can score in bunches. And the 76ers, without Joel Embiid on the floor, they have no interest in playing defense at all. Over the last 4 games, they have not caught a win against the Pacers, the Nuggets, the Blazers, and the Warriors. They gave up 119-plus points in 3 of those 4 games. I think if they give up 120-plus to this Jazz team, they're going to lose this game by 5+. Maxey, he's questionable being in this game with an ankle injury, but the 76ers have a lot more injuries than just Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey. They have Melton out, Marcus Morris, Nicholas Batum, Robert Covington out, and then the big man, obviously Joel Embiid's getting an MRI today. So they do have some injury problems, and they're going to have to turn to Kelly Oubre Jr. and Tobias Harris to try to carry the load, and I think the Jazz have a better lineup than they do. The Jazz are scoring 117.5 points per game. They're top 10 in the NBA with that stat. And without the 2 starts for the 76ers, the defense doesn't really matter for the Jazz anymore. I think they're just going to simply outscore the 76ers in this game on the home floor. Give me the Jazz -4 as the play. Trey, let's go to the props. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to go with Jayson Tatum here, and I'm going to go over his points here in this game. And I expect Tatum to show up here and have a massive game, if we're being honest with you, because as much as I hate it, we are going to see Tatum absolutely dominate LeBron and the Lakers, just as we have looked at it and he has done historically. And we've seen evidence of this. In Tatum's last 7 games versus LeBron James, he is averaging 34.4 points per game and has scored 30-plus points in 6 out of those 7 games. I expect Tatum to have a great night here at home, as sad as it for me to say, because Tatum, he's taking more shots, more free throws, and averaging more points per game at home this season. And whenever we factor in that Tatum, he's probably going to be guarded by Goat James or Taurean Prince in this game. It's just going to be spicy barbecue chicken. And whenever we see that Tatum's coming into this game with some momentum as well, it makes me love this play even more, because over his last 5 games, Tatum, he's averaging 28.8 points per game, which is almost 2 points fuller than what his season-long average is. So give me Jayson Tatum here to go over his points versus my Lakers.
Yeah, Trey, I like it there. For my player prop, a first-timer, I'm going to take Keyonte George of the Utah Jazz to go over his total points against the 76ers. Keyonte George, he does start for this Utah Jazz team, and he's made a pretty big impact over the last 2 games. Before this 2-game stretch, he had gone 5 consecutive games not taking double-digit shots, but something has changed with the coaching of the Jazz, and he's taken 11-plus shots in back-to-back games. In those 2 games against the Nets and the Knicks, he scored 21 points and 15 points, shooting 12 threes combined in both those games. He also saw a significant minute boost, playing a combined 50 minutes, 21 or 25 minutes on average. And it looks like the Jazz might be letting the leash off this rookie and seeing what he can do for the team on the season. Georgie's been very average. He's scoring 11 points per game. He chips in with some rebounds and assists, but the kid's mainly on the floor to knock down threes and play defense. The 76ers have been getting ate up from the outside, especially in the last game against the Golden State Warriors. I like Keyonte George to have himself a game from the perimeter and go over his total points against the 76ers as the play. Trey, let's go to that graphic. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm actually going with the Pacers plus 4.5 now versus the Knicks. Not sure why we're getting so many points. Yes, like Bear said, the Knicks have been elite ever since they got OG. They have the best record in the NBA. I got to say that. But Pacers got Halliburton back, and we know what they were playing with. Like Halliburton was there, add in Siakam, it's going to be a train on the tracks. Also going with Jayson Tatum to go over his points versus the Lakers. My Lakers are going to have to do a lot to win this game. I hope they win this game, but Tatum, along the way, he's going to torch him.
Yeah, I'm going with the Utah Jazz -4 on their home floor. I'm not sure if Tyrese Maxey is going to play, but even if he does, I still like the Jazz -4 as the play. And they give me Keyonte George of the Jazz to go over his points. The 76ers over the last multiple games have been getting torched on the defensive side of the ball. I like Keyonte George to set up from the outside and knock down some shots as the play. Guys, that's going to do it for the NBA plays and props for Thursday, February 1st slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. All right, guys, new intro here for the Bear Pack. We hit 10,000 subscribers again. We want to thank everybody again. Trey, if you want to pull that 10,000 subscribers up, if you guys comment llama on any of our videos up until Super Bowl, you will be entered into winning $1,000 from us. The only catch is, come Super Bowl Sunday, you have to be in the chat to claim the prize. We're going to have a live at halftime. You have to be in the chat to claim the prize, and you have to comment llama on any of the videos up until the Super Bowl. We also have 12,000 subs coming right around the bend. We're at 10,200. We're going to give away 2 tickets to anybody to any game they want, NBA, NFL, college basketball. It doesn't matter. We can wait until the new season for NFL. Any game you want to go, whenever we get to 12K, we're going to have that giveaway coming up as well. We also have a new game. It's going to be Trey and myself versus the Bear Pack. You can call it Pros versus Joes if you want. I don't really like the name because I don't consider us pros. I don't consider you guys Joes. But Trey, if you want to go to the YouTube channel, this is how you guys play. You're going to go to our YouTube channel. You're going to hit the community tab. We've been in the community tab a lot this season. You're going to go to the community tab. We have our plays for the day. So obviously the intro is not going to have plays for today, but these are our plays for our next video. It's the Pelicans -2.5, the Heat -5, Quinnipiac -4.5, and Wisconsin -10.5. Those are Trey's and myself's plays. What you guys are going to do is pick which one you think will not hit, meaning you're going to fade us, which is Pros versus Joes, which is the game called, but you guys are going to try to pick which one is not going to hit. If you guys win, you're going to get a point. If we win, we're going to get a point. We're going to run it Friday through Friday every single week. Whichever team has the most wins, so 4-3, 6-2, whatever it is, that person or group will win $50. If the community wins, we're going to do a wheel spin for the community. If we win, I don't know how we're going to get our cheddar, but you guys are just going to have to subscribe, I guess, more. But that's the game. Hopefully everybody understands it. Trey, let's get into the video. Look at the leaderboard. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,